Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel, for the likes, for the comments. We appreciate it a lot. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. Press the notification bell so that you may be notified whenever we post a video. So today we are going to continue with our video question and answer. And yeah, we shall pick it up from there. So enjoy. Please continue commenting. Let us know what content you want to see from us. And yeah, let's have fun together.
Yeah.
So who is picking a question today?
Today you start.
Hey, Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah, today is
Definitely
your day.
Acha nichukue question nyingine.
Don't change.
Hey, I beg.
No changing.
No. Just pambana with that one. Now you've already picked another one.
No.
Mko wakali.
Msomo.
What is that?
If roles were reversed, how would you handle you as a child?
I don't know.
That's a hard one.
It is
Very.
hard because how would I handle me as a child? Simple. Just listen to me. I will listen to me. I will I don't know. Maybe that's a tricky
You
question.
will listen to you.
Yeah, like
You are
I
not
would-
listened to.
That's
Not
what I'm
like
saying,
I will not
because-
listen to.
Because this question is very tricky.
It's
tricky
tricky.
question.
It's a
And
tricky
remember
question.
now you have a son.
Yeah.
So you're in a position of parenthood that your parents were in.
Yeah.
Now.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now, if roles were reversed, number one, our parents and us are totally different generation. The way they used to parent us is not the way I am parenting my child right now. You remember when Azaria was born, I was telling you, don't do this. Baka mom told me to write a nini. How I want people to deal with my child, because this child looks to be very special. Gold.
You're very irritating.
Anyway,
Yeah.
how would I? Now let me, with the perspective, we are our millennial. We are millennials.
I don't know.
Yeah, we are millennials.
Yeah, I think
we
so.
are not Gen
We are
Z.
not Gen Z. Before.
That's
Gen
another
Z.
breed.
Gen Z is which year?
Yeah, they don't say.
2000.
Oh no,
Millennials.
2000.
We are millennials from the perspective of a millennial. Number one, I would not beat me.
Okay.
I will not. Honestly, I will not, because you beat me at home. I am beaten outside. I am beaten in school. Everywhere. It's just, that is torture.
No,
Child that be used.
but sometimes when you spare the rod, you spoil the
No,
child.
but-
At some point, the beating, it helped us. Even if sometimes it was exaggerated, there is a point.
No, let me tell you, it didn't. It only helped us when we were at home. And sometimes when we were at home, it also didn't help. In fact, you would resent your parent, especially kama unafeel hiyo hapo kwanza hapo nimeonewa sana, you know. But at home unaelewa, at home unajua unaweza kuelewa. Ni home, there's nothing you can do about it. But at school bana, that was torture. Unajua, like for me, I have a very, I don't know with school, I don't know what. For me, I remember I was in school, and in primary sana, when I went from total care to the other school, sayo umefail. Na hizo siku sijui kama nini, I don't know if you guys went through that. There was this kiboko, this road, they used to use
The bucket handle.
The bucket
Sure.
handle. Na sayo it's exam week. You have finished. After finishing the exam, so the results come out, and the teachers, the first boarders, they come and teacher of math, science. Those teachers, I don't know what was wrong with those teachers in primary.
they wanted the best
My friend,
out of us.
no, that was nothing. You know, someone who wants the best from you, they don't abuse you. They don't tell you you are a fool. They don't tell you you are nothing. You're going to
There's some who are
amount to
just
nothing.
there's some who didn't have the passion to teach.
They had the passion,
Or
but
they are
life was
not
not
being paid
life.
well.
Yeah, life was
You
not
know,
life.
there are so many factors that come into the attitude that teachers bring to children. Sometimes it's not even the passion. You have the passion, yes, but you find the working environment is
Hostile.
not yeah, it's very hostile. And then also sometimes also us as parents, the way we talk to these teachers, treat them, we see them as if they are below us. So also that one also discourages them. It fosters some sort of bias on these kids whose parents are mean to them. Oh, these teachers, they can do things to kids.
So for me, I would
But our parents were very nice. So they,
yeah, our parents, because our father,
Yeah.
that man,
They
he
were
was a
good.
good parent. You just say teachers done this, the next morning he's at school. But now you see there was this time now I couldn't tell because of many reasons. And you'd go, Aki, you have gotten out of 50 questions, maybe you've gotten half, 25. The other 25, you didn't get why. You are paraded in the classroom, remove your sweater, lie on the desk. You are repeated 5 vibokos. Teacher wa Kiswahili, math, English, science, GC,
Everybody 25
25.
people go.
Yeah, everyone passes. If there are 5 teachers, they beat you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. 5, and that is what subject.
But those were
That is
your
one
teacher
subject.
because we were in the same school. I don't know why.
No,
it's this other
school.
school.
And you know,
That also
I
used to
I
happen.
don't know if it used to
Yeah,
happen.
it's so bad.
That is one subject, Barbara. The second subject, the third subject, and math for me and my own. Hey, math I used to back at my desk mate, that friend of mine. He used to just say, teacher, nay, just beat me. He has already been beaten. He's maybe 30. He's waiting for another 30. And they just the two of you are supposed to even sit together. Your heads are just the same. It has lots of porridge inside. And remember, he has been beaten by those 5 teachers. And the teachers of math used to beat. Serious beating. And when it comes to my time, he has seen I am shivering out of pain because you have lied like this, they have beaten you, you have screamed until you have no breath. That friend of mine has also been beaten, but because he used to like me, love me so much as a friend, Aki used to see me, I am shivering, I am feeling so much pain. He tells teacher, I will be beaten on her behalf. And you can imagine a boy crying.
Yeah.
So for me, one thing, if the roles were reversed, and how would I deal with me? I wouldn't beat me, because that is part of the reason why I was afraid to even come home and say they are doing this to us. For 2 years, that is what they used to do to us.
Yeah.
Until recently is when I told my mom, and I think she was so annoyed. I think she was even hurt, and she asked me, "Why weren't you talking?" Because I was like, in school I was not performing so well. At home there are issues, so I can't be a burden on top of, you know.
Yeah, you're
and
feeling
then
like I'm not doing well in school.
doing well in school, especially given the fact that my significant other, my soulmate, my twin, is doing so well. So you are scared. Why are you not doing this? Because for me, there are some instances someone used to tell me, why are you not doing as well as your brother? You know.
Yeah.
So that's what I would teach. I wouldn't beat me too much. I would sit me down and ask me,
What's the issue?
what is the issue? What is going on? Why are you behaving like this? You know, and it is something that I feel like, I'm not saying excuse in discipline. For in discipline cases, of course, you can't spare the road. But now it reaches a point where now, even in this case, you need to sit with this child and find out
what is going on.
what is going on. Yeah, you have to dialogue. So for me, majorly, if I were to deal with me as a child, if the roles were reversed, I would sit down with me more.
Yeah.
So that I would be able to articulate my feelings more, you know, and just pour out more. Then probably I would have had a lot of breakthroughs in some areas of my life, you know. And then what other thing? If roles were reversed, I would spoil me more.
Hey. Of
You
course.
know, like children should be spoiled as much as possible. Like they should be. Why not? You know, the vyombos, even if it is washing, sometimes just tell me, today don't do them. I'll do them. You know, the bogas, the kienyeji bogas. Hire someone. I'll hire someone to tour them. Anyway, and honestly, I would spoil me more. You know, I'd spoil me, not rotten. Then I would find, anyway, and generally, I'd just find different effective ways of discipline.
Yeah.
Not because I was indisciplined, but because you want the best for your child, you know. You want them to be courteous, to have etiquette, you know, to do well in school.
Yeah.
To be a star, not just in school, at home, in church, everywhere in this world. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? While you're speaking, I'm wondering if it was. Let me see the question again. If roles were reversed, how would you handle it as a child? I don't know. Just the same probably, because I believe I was a very weird child. I was very strange.
Even you don't know how you would have done it.
I don't even know how I would have handled it. Honestly, Jemo, I don't. Because also for me, as a firstborn, I get it. I was handled differently, obviously. So the responsibilities I was given at a very early age. Okay? I didn't used to like them, but now I appreciate them because they built my character.
Yes.
Yeah. The beatings I was given I also beat mine and they helped me, so they will help you. So also that one I can. But you know me, I wasn't beaten so much in school. Okay? So my experience with beating in school, and for me, if you beat me, I'll tell my mother, I'll tell my father you beat me, you know. For her, it was very different because also they were very young. I don't know. I think it will just have been the same probably, but more like. I'm thinking like a parent now. More dialogue.
More dialogue.
You know, our parents.
But we used to have dialogue in our house.
Not me.
But you, when you came from boarding, you know you were a different species.
Yes.
At least for us.
By the way, let me tell you, that's why I usually say I wouldn't want boarding school. If you want to take your child to boarding school, it's okay. But for me, with my experience, I don't want my children to be like that because I detached. Oh, Jemo, I detached completely. Yes. So if it's them, they were being beaten, or me, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Because
You're not even there.
do you know I used to come on holiday 2 weeks every time, only 2 weeks. Yeah. How will you get close to your family? You can't,
Yeah.
So the only thing I would change would be to be spoken to more, to just sit and laugh, and you know, as with parents.
Yeah.
See, you are so afraid to speak, or you know. Dialogue is, I think, it would have saved a lot of emotional pain, damage, emotional damage. Emotional, let me say emotional pain, or my thoughts to just come out.
Yeah.
In speech, yeah?
Yeah.
Because for me, you can do things, I just look at you. Because I got used to putting things inside, yeah? I'm the kind of person I will, and I don't mind, but it will reach, when I tell you, you've probably done it for like 2-3 years, and then now I'm tired, then I tell you, hey, or I won't even tell you. I just stop speaking to you.
Mm.
Because I wasn't used to speaking,
to
expressing myself. Yeah. So if the roles were reversed, I would be more willing to sit down, tell me. So I try to be very free with my children because of that. So that they tell me everything, especially in this day and age. You don't know what is happening outside here. So if it's just okay all the time, no. Now it okay. Only in matters that are like so severe is now when you come to the caning bit. Because for me, I don't compromise on discipline. I will cane you if it's something wrong. And if you do it over and over, and if you don't listen, if dialogue has not worked, I don't ground. I beat and ground. Yes.
You don't just ground.
I don't just
You
ground.
just ground.
Yes, it must be preceded with caning and then ground. Yeah, because if you let, especially now, if you let these children know they can sit on you, they will sit on you properly.
And kids are very intelligent.
Very, yeah. So I would like that openness, that conversation.
Yeah.
So that when I get pregnant, like I got pregnant, what happened? No.
They know what happened. I bought the baby from the supermarket.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know? So that way I'll be willing to say, oh, I felt like this and this. No, I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't given that platform. Or even if the platform was given, I did not feel free enough to speak.
Yeah.
So I just kept quiet, shut down.
Yeah.
So dialogue with children
It's very important.
yeah, communication it's very, for me I would have opened up communication.
Yeah. I think I can really identify with that. And not because our parents necessarily wanted to shut us down.
Yeah.
Or,
No.
Yeah, it was just their parenting style and our experience at that age. Let me talk about myself. I didn't know better, you know. But I'm sure if I had spoken my mind, they would
Things
have
will
listened.
be different, yeah.
Okay, they would have probably have listened.
After listening,
After listening, if I deserve kiboko, I get kiboko. You know, by the times when sometimes, man, when I look at myself, I was a rowdy child. You know, kiboko was extremely important.
Otherwise, yeah. That's true.
There was so many of us in the household. You know, 5 boys and 4 girls. You know, and I'm telling you, our house was
chaotic.
Hey, the noise. You know what? Chaos everywhere. But it was good chaos. It was it was homely chaos. Hey, you know, and it's good. It's awesome. And I feel like if you have the ability to, cater for many kids, man, you have as many as you can. I feel like it's a good thing. You know, nowadays you have 1 baby, 2 kids. The houses they are bored.
2
you know,
can't be bored.
And if that one turns out crazy,
The other one
and you just have one. Man, sometimes you'd rather have many. If 2 get spoiled, God forbid.
so yes.
you live on the rest. Sindio? Anyway, and I think coming from that kind of background, I think I'm very open to that. The only problem is if you can take care of them. If you can take care of them well, give them good education and all that, then I think it's okay. What I was saying is the issue of communication. I think if roles were reversed, that was the question. The way I would handle me is encourage me to speak out more because of my personality. Okay, people think that I'm very vocal. I'm this outgoing person, but I've learned to adjust. You know, when need be. So if we have a situation where I know I should be, and when I see the need, I can do it. But it's not my cup of tea. I don't even like it. I don't even enjoy parties. Me tell people they think I'm joking. But when I come to a party, after a few minutes, I'm so tired. I want to go home. where I have control of my space.
Environment, yeah.
Okay. When there's everybody and there's Jesus Christ, when will this end? It's very bad. and it's not because people are bad. You know, I have nothing against people. It's just it's
how you
it's
are.
who I am. Yeah, who I am. But I have trained myself. Sometimes not very well. I don't do it very well, but I train myself to fit in when, if need be. But most times I would walk away and go and be very in my own quiet environment, and I'm easy. But then the issue with our personality is we need how would I call it, a safe space where you feel like you can talk and you will be understood. Okay. And I think that is what I would do. And just like you pointed out, this generation here, and there are things that I went through that I've never spoken to anybody about in my family to this day. Simply because I never felt like they would understand. You see? But those were my feelings, according to my experience at that time. Right now, it's very different. And me, I grew detached from my family kitambo. And the reason why I grew detached was not because I was sent, but I was there. But I was here in the middle.
Oh, middle child.
Middle child hapo katikati. We are 9, I'm 7th born hapo. So there's my little brothers. And of course, you pay attention to the last ones. And the others are big. You know? So everybody's doing their thing. I may feel like I'm there in the middle and I'm almost invisible. So I learned to get away with things, you know, and just do me, and nobody's noticing that I'm doing what I'm doing, or I'm, you know, and that was the reason. Apart from that, I think everything that I went through was okay. I needed the discipline. One other thing I would really do is I would really, how do I put this? I would expose myself, and especially when in matters interests and talents. Like very early. You know what happened? I mean, thank God for, I don't know, Miss Mungu alikuwa serikali wapi wakaamua kurudisha CBC. I mean, I think this curriculum, competency based curriculum is very good. In a bow for mzazi,
yes,
for something stress mingi. Now you have to be very involved in your child's education. But as you get involved, you're learning them. You're seeing where their interests go, where their strengths are, and all that. And you know, this one, this is lazimisha huyu akwenda kitani. Huyu kichwa yake hata iko huko. This one, this one loves cars.
Abilities.
Yes, he loves cars. So what do? Kuna opportunities za magari ni limitless. Unaona watu wananunua magari and you need engineers. So what do? You groom them for that. And then it becomes very easy for them to go because that is what they're passionate about. So what happened is we changed schools. Now I think hiyo time yetu ndio wakakuja scrap off music, scrap off art, scrap off home science. Kulikuwa music, art, home science, craft.
Art and craft, yeah. I remember.
Yeah. Imagine. And Mimi, I'm a music and I'm a craftsman. Mimi, I'm an artist by nature. And I felt like they robbed me of the things that I cared most about. But I have a very sweet memory, and I think that is what made me catch on music. But I got class 6, I remember. One time tulifanya exam. Na I wasn't the best in the class. Kwanza class yetu tulikuwa na watu karibu 60 what something. But mimi nilikuwa na range hapo 15, 11, na hapo nachezea hapo. Nikiweza sana nilikuwa namba 9. Na unaona gap ilikuwa small 1 2 marks 3 marks hivi mmeachana hivi mnasukumana hivi. But this particular exam, and God bless mwalimu, sijui naweza pata wapi. She doesn't know what she did, but she boosted my confidence. So I was the best in my music class, I remember. Hiyo siku nilikuwa I think nilikuwa nimepata kila kitu kwa hiyo paper. Hey. Nilikuwa nasomea Machakos. Machakos can be hot. Na sio mko shule mko wengi. Kulikuwa kunakuwa na joto nakwambia. So this particular day after the exam, she was so happy that I got everything in the paper. You know what she did? In the afternoon, sasa ukajua kama waka na uko na ceiling mabati mzee munaungua. She called me na akaniuliza nataka kunywa soda gani. Na mimi ninapenda Crest. Nikamwambia Crest. Baridi. Akaitwa Mrs. Ruben. Stay sahau. Akanikalisha mbele ya classroom. Akanipa half liter ya Crest baridi.
Unakunywa watu wakikuangalia.
Nimumunye taratibu wenzangu wakiniona. I have never felt so encouraged. You know? And I think that is where my passion for music ilikuwa birthed. And even though they scrapped music off, na sikupata music even after primary school and middle high school and even after.
You didn't have music in high school?
No, you had.
There was no music. There was band.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
Even school there was music class.
As we had music.
Maybe in your school.
Maybe in your school. As we had music.
Had
Even
music class.
KCSE, there was music.
Imagine we didn't have music class.
Even us in our school, we didn't.
We just had band. So nilikuwa tunaimbia tu my ex-girlfriend. But I was very encouraged. You know, so when they took music off from the curriculum and arts and crafts, it both sang. Na imekuwa a difficult thing for me to pick myself, you know, up. In fact, my artistic gift has suffered a lot to this day. You know, I remember my projects in high school was the very best. Nukienda matulisomea utapata bado job nilifanya project ya KCSE ya kutengeneza kiatu mzee na matope and some drawing there and kids learned from that, you see. But then those things were broken and it has been very difficult to come back to them, and now I had to focus on other things that I'm not very passionate about, but I feel I have to do to survive. But then it doesn't give you fulfillment. You're doing it, you can get money, but you're not happy.
Yeah.
You see? And I feel like it's very important to identify very early on where a child's interests and passions and strengths and abilities are, and then help them grow in that particular area. That would be very helpful. But still, I'm also appreciative for nyingine because inafanya unakuwa very widen your
knowledge,
you know, the general knowledge in your life. Of course, kuna vitu zingi nyingi zenye hatutumii, like 70% we don't. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's important to open your mind to other possibilities.
Yeah.
You know, and it's important. The thing about expressing myself also imekuwa an impediment to this day. It's a weakness that I'm having to be very deliberate working on. Kuna a lot of intentionality now because I realize that ilianzia utotoni but ime trickle down to my adulthood, and most of my relationships in the past have suffered because I couldn't communicate. I just couldn't say this is how I feel. So I keep quiet, and then the next day I'm breaking up with you. Oh, and my ex-girlfriends have suffered. They have suffered. I'm telling you. And I go, I'm gone. You know? And so they come back and they ask me, so if this is what you were feeling, or this is what I was doing, why did you speak?
Yeah.
And in my head I'm thinking,
why should I
have to speak?
Yeah, you should know.
You should know. Hey, you're not considerate enough. But then I was foolish because now I realize that people are very different. You know, different experiences, different personalities, different. Kuna so much yenye inafanya mtu asifikirie hivyo. Sometimes they don't even know that they are hurting you, and they're not even doing it intentionally. But it's because I can't talk. You know, because I can't talk. Then and it was very bad.
But you know, it's for me, I never used to talk. Yeah? And in the early onset of me getting into relationships, I had a really hard time. Someone will hurt your feelings, but you feel like you can't express yourself. I got to hurt 1, 2, 3. I started saying, okay, I tell you, I communicate. I tell you now, you know, when you do this, it's just a process. Yes. And when I started communicating, I noticed my relationships, they were even better. So whoever really cares about you will listen. Whoever won't will ignore and you break up with that person because already you've told them this and this, this and this.
By the way, you know, when you're talking, I think maybe probably our childhood was suffering generational trauma.
Yes.
Because, like, for me, honestly speaking, in all honesty, me, in my childhood, I think I got a lot of beating from school, not home.
It reached a point even Papa never used to beat us.
My mother has never touched me.
We will tell our mouth.
But then my mom has never touched me. But there's there's a way she can talk. You don't even need to do. You just start cleaning the house. You know, and it's not even abuse. For her, I think also because she's a teacher and she has dealt with kids a lot. For her, my mom is a soft-spoken person, but very tough. But come to think about, like, even what the experiences we have been through in our childhood, you find probably these teachers didn't even have an escape. They couldn't even have anyone they would communicate to about what they are going through. Probably they are going through domestic violence, poverty is finishing them, and then there comes a stupid child they have to teach, and then out of this they are not getting good money. You know, and when you know, let me tell you something. I think what we can all agree on is the communication aspect. You know, the beatings, they come and go. I was beaten.
You get over them, especially they were not
you
very
get
extreme.
over them. But for me, the extreme ones, for me, it has been, in all honesty, for me, that was abuse. For me, and that's until today. I tell, if I am taking my child to a school, the first thing I want to communicate with the teacher. Don't beat my child, and as a fool. You can't beat foolishness out of a child. You know, you train them, and if
that's why CBC is very good.
And when you train them, and they don't understand, it is okay. Their parents are paying school fees, you know. So for me, it's like I don't want to be that parent that transfers that trauma to the child. Unaona? So
or you want to, what is it called? It's like to live your life
in your
child.
No, I don't want that.
So the mistakes I made, you know, and most times, you know, you're seeing yourself. Most times the things we hate, the things we dislike about other people, about our children, sometimes they're just part of us, our own demons that we know what to face.
So at the end of the day, I think we are living in a society. Take one we take. We are living in a society where don't read. We are living in a society where people are so wounded, and we need to normalize therapy.
Exactly.
You know, and for me, even as a child, as being the parent that I would have been for myself, I would have taken myself to therapy. You know, I would have. You know, and at the end of the day, I would also have taken myself to therapy. You know, and just speak to someone who would help you get all that. But anyway, our parents, they were wired the way they were wired. There is nothing we can do about it. But now God has granted us the grace to be parents. My son shall have beatings when need be. But naturally, I'm not a person that beats children because of, honestly, I'm just not. Even if I want to, I beat and I feel bad, I take them. I tell them so. But if it's an indisciplined case, of course, I would. But at the end of the day, as parents, we need to communicate to our children. Even before you beat your child needs to understand the reason why they are being beaten. They need to understand they made a mistake, and there are some mistakes that must be.
I generally also feel like our parents did a good job raising us. I mean, we've not turned out too bad.
Yeah, we have. It's true. They did their best, and we can't rule out the fact that they tried.
I gave man a hard time. I gave my.
I don't know. Mine. Sometimes when they talk to me, they say I gave them a hard time. Like looking back. I was just being a child.
How would you know? How would you know? You weren't parenting yourself.
But anyway, I appreciate the fact that our parents didn't spare the rod on us, honestly. But those teachers that like to beat people's children, you have bad manners. It's not right. I can imagine it's not right. Even in this
but also
case,
sometimes, let me tell you, Also, another thing as parents, we need to take responsibility of disciplining this child.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't discipline this child
At
here
home.
at home, they will go disturb that teacher will need to discipline that child.
Definitely.
And as a parent, you why are you beating her? No, but you know this child, he or she is causing mayhem, or is being indisciplined, or is manipulating, ama anakuwa na kikuru. Yeah, turning children kuwa wabaya. You think this teacher won't discipline this child? For us, let us discipline our children at home, so that you make it easier for these teachers.
Not just teachers, even Sunday
Sunday
school.
If anything, parenting, the sole responsibility of parenting is ya mzazi, sio ya mwalimu. Yeah.
And you know these children, they spend more time with teachers than with parents. So let's just make
and even in church, they even spend more time in church than at home. Anyway, so that was the question, guys. You comment, leave a comment to Ambieni. How would you deal with you if roles were reversed? Yeah, till next time, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.